So here we go. We've looked at the baggage that we carry into our relationships. We looked at the failures of our relationships. We looked at the failures of other people's relationships, even while they're still in them. And so I guess what it comes down to is when we start feeling like it, and some of us in here don't feel this way, but for people that we know, even if it's not us, but for ourselves or for people that we know, when we start feeling like things are just destined to fail, that regardless of what we do, our relationships are going to just continue to fail, isn't an option to just give up on love. Can we just say, okay, forget about it, you know, I'm not even gonna try anymore. Now, I understand some people take breaks, but can you honestly see yourself totally just giving up on love altogether? Forget about it, I'm not gonna try anymore. Can you see yourself? Or do you know people who've gone through that? Who said, okay, you know what, forget it, I'm not dating anymore, I'm not gonna ever get married again, I'm not gonna ever be in a relationship, forget about it, I just can't, it's just not gonna happen. Do we know people like that?
Yeah, to answer to your question, I think I do know someone like that. And, no. But I've learned from, I've been there before like that, and I've learned from my past failed relationships. I've progressed a lot from them, and I think there is true love out there for everyone. I don't think that anyone should give up. I think how we approach our relationships most times is that we're looking for the same things in different people. So we're meeting up with the same type of people. I don't understand what I'm saying, but you understand what I'm saying? We're looking for the same characteristics in different people, and we're not noticing that because it's like a frail, at the beginning we're seeing someone else. As we get to know them more, we're seeing the same things as past relationships. So then again, that becomes another failed relationship. I think that if we probably have a different approach to how you go about finding your next relationship. I'm kind of nervous when I do this thing, but I don't know, I just feel it's different when you grow after these failed relationships. It helps you to look for different things as you venture into finding someone new. So I don't think I would ever give up on love.
I think that's a big thing too, is that, you know, you can't keep walking into these different relationships, different situations, thinking the same thing over and over again. Thinking that you're gonna find what you're looking for in each individual that you come across. You know, and that's why you have to begin to let go of, you know, these expectations and focus on the person for who they are and whether or not you can truly be with that person just as they are.
That's what I was getting ready to say. It's like, okay, hold on.
All right. You couldn't put that on pause for a second? But yeah, as you're beginning to see that, you know, relationships are possible, and you look at yourself, you're examining yourself, knowing that there's too much that you're putting out there that is interfering, that's that baggage again, you know. So, you know, in terms of giving up on love, really is not like even an option. You just have to keep trying, but just not approaching it the same way over and over again. You ready now?
So basically, I guess to piggyback on what everybody else was saying, just looking at a person for who they are, and not for what you want them to be. This person is just who they are. And a lot of times I ask the question when I meet people, I'll say, oh, what type of females you like? Just to see what their response is. And usually, if a person says, well, I don't really have a type, it's what I find attractive in that person. then I know that person, I'm going to have a good friendship, or we're going to be able to understand a person. But if a person says, oh, I like them to be a certain height or a certain complexion, and I like them to have this type of hair, then I already know that. And if I don't fit that within that box of what your preference is, then it's not going to work. So I think you just have to look at people. You just have to judge people for who they are, and that's it. Or just accept the person for who they are and not for what you want them to do.
And I think that's one of the most important things when you're taking a look at, recognizing that you're not going to give up on love, but that you need to start letting go of things. And that's, one of the things. Letting go of all these preconceived notions of what you believe someone should be or what the relationship should be. Being able to be flexible and just be open to what the experience might have to offer.
Well, I sometimes wonder if life doesn't throw some mysteries to us about a relationship. And I think maybe if you have feelings for the person and they decline you, and it might be a racial thing. I don't look at racial thing as a problem, especially if it's just a friend. Like I say, friends are valuable. Actually, sometimes, whether you know it or not, a friend can be more valuable than money, property, gold, silver, traveling all around the world. There is a certain, I don't think God sends you feelings towards people if He didn't want it to happen. That's all I gotta say. And if I'm wrong, sorry, God.
When it really comes down to this whole discussion is understanding that we don't know what our ultimate destiny is. We don't know if we are meant to be by ourselves. I mean, even at age 85, my uncle might meet somebody who suits his fancy and be able to work it out. So you don't know whether or not, you won't know until you're on your deathbed and know that you're about to really go out of this world. Do you know what your life is meant to be and how it's meant to play out? So to say that you're destined to be by yourself, you don't know that. You may feel like that sometimes because you do end up in these, these cycles of bad relationships. But the fact of the matter is, it can eventually work out. It may not, it may. You don't know. But it's a matter of learning how to let go of the things that have caused damage in your past relationships that can continue to cause. That's what we talk about, breaking the cycle. Can you learn how to eat, okay? Can you hold the fork? All those thumbs. But recognizing that, you have to break these cycles yourself. And first it comes down to you understanding what the problems are. Reflecting, being reflective, and seeing, pinpointing where this baggage is coming from, why it's there, and what it is. Letting that go and being open to allowing a relationship to develop in its own way. Not putting all these different ideas into what it's supposed to be. Let it be. Just let it be. And you need to do the same thing with yourself. Just allow yourself to be. And that's the only way that you're going to be able to move into healthier relationships, by letting things go and just moving forward from where you are and not taking everything with you from the past. But you know what? If you don't want to be by yourself, you don't have to be. Like Ms. Jane said earlier, friendships are so invaluable. You may put so much time and effort into trying to find someone to share your bed with, not recognizing that you have so many friends out there that you can share your table with. It's not about going to bed with somebody. You can have a dinner with somebody and just enjoy their company. A lot of times it's not even so much the sex that you're looking for. It's just that companionship. You have that. You have friends. You have family. And recognizing the value in that too. So you are truly never alone. It's just your perception and the way that you see things that make you feel that way. But you have options. And the biggest option of them all is to learn how to love yourself, appreciate yourself, and be happy by yourself. You know, not feeling like you have to be around people all the time. Learn to be still and be quiet with yourself and enjoy who you are, you know, for just the person that you are, all right? But anyway, I want to thank everyone for coming out to Artmosphere Cafe. Make sure you come out every night of the week. We have so much going on here. Make sure you come out again next Tuesday. Bring some friends with you so we can fill some of these tables up here. And once again, my name is Tariiq Walton. If you're interested in buying a book, we have some behind the counter. And come out again. Take care.